have been canceled amid weather forecasts that predict the temperatures 120 today. That's some dry heat. That's not Florida heat. That's Phoenix heat. And I've spent some time out there. I've had some friends that lived out there, and I've traveled out there. And I'll tell you, you got to make sure you hydrate yourself. Unbelievable. And if you're listening there, we have an affiliate out in close to Phoenix that's listening. We appreciate our affiliate out there. Make sure that your radiator is topped off. If you have to drive anywhere, man, the engines get certainly hot. You got an older car. Man, that's some serious wear and tear. Make sure you hydrate yourself and don't spend a lot of time outdoors. Can you imagine being a landscaper today, being outdoors in Phoenix, Arizona, 120? That's just absolutely crazy. Well, they say who's at risk, those that are heart patients, be careful outdoors. You got breathing issues, be careful. The elderly and small children. Yeah, you don't want to lock anything in the car. You don't want to shut your car off on a day like this. You need to have the AC on and make sure that your kids are accompanied, pets are accompanied. I mean, there's just no surviving 120 in the car. That would be a hot seat. Can you imagine? I mean, I know when I go out to my car here in the afternoons, it could be 90 degrees in the car. But 120, ow. That would actually be very, very painful. By the way, this is kind of a news of the strange. And I look at everything. But one of these stories is Tesla. One of their vehicles, the Tesla Model X, they had a kitty that was stuck in the car. And the Model X, the owner was very concerned when his crossover began making weird cat-like noises while parked in his garage. Before you send Elon Musk a tweet, though, you should know that Tesla does not build a version of the Model X with a one-cat power drivetrain. But it's not another one of the company's clever Easter eggs either. As it turns out, this kitten found its way behind the rear bumper and apparently couldn't find its way out. So the owner couldn't remove the bumper on his own, so he drove to the nearest service center and asked for help. And he'd love for you to hear the rest of this. He said, "Can you imagine the report? The customer ticket on there on the order. Customer states car makes cat-like noises." Well, a technician confirmed the presence of a small furry animal and was trapped in the back of the car, basically extracting it. They had to put it up on a lift and unbolting the rear underbody panel. So if you're familiar with cars and you're listening, you know you are. Unbolting the rear underbody panel, which Tesla installs on all its models to make them more aerodynamically and consequently more efficient. And an opening of the plastic part, the kitten was in plain sight of daylight. Was able to see, apparently was stuck in there for 14 hours, but was too scared to jump out on his own. Wearing thick gloves, the technician had to reach in the car's belly and pull the kitten out. And the entire operation took less than a minute. Got the car. Here's another weird one. This is Tuesday. We're supposed to do this on Wacky Wednesdays, but what the heck? We've been doing a lot of politics. We're going to break this up. A Pennsylvania homeowner has been dealing with a noisy alarm clock stuck in his wall for 13 years. And it's been going off every single day. I'm not even kidding. Jerry Lynn told KDKA that he dropped the alarm clock in September of 2004 while trying to drill a hole in the living room wall of his home in Ross. Lynn said that he was using the alarm clock to pinpoint the spot where he could run a wire to connect his television. He said, "As I was laying it down, all of a sudden I heard it go thunk. And as it came loose," Lynn told the news station, "I thought, well, that's not a real problem, you know. It's still going to go off," and it did for 13 years. And they thought that the battery would actually go dead, but it didn't. Lynn and his wife, Sylvia, thought the clock's battery would run off 3 or 4 months, but 13 years later, they're still hearing the beeps. And it's still going off every day. And during daylight savings time, it goes off at 10 minutes till 8, and then during standard time, it goes off at 10 minutes to 7 at night, Lynn said. Folks, I cannot believe that you're keeping this alarm clock in the wall. They did not remove it. They're still dealing with it. It's got to be a novelty because you're putting up with this stuff for 13 years. I don't know about you. I would be certainly, and it's drywall. It's just a little patch. They know precisely where the thing is. This just must be a great talking point. And we're talking about it. So they got some level of fame today, and they don't even realize they're on For the People today, but they did make it. So hopefully a little levity for you, a little chuckle. But wouldn't you keep the alarm clock still on the wall? I'm just amazed. That should be like Guinness Book of World Records. Alarm clock battery still works after 13 years. I'm wondering, is it a Casio? And what kind of battery do they put that thing in there? The funny thing is, they say with the alarm, when it goes off, it starts off really faint and then increases. All right? But they know when it's going to go off, and 10 minutes off in 13 years? Is that a Timex? Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Remember those old spots? Oh, they were the good old days. Thanks for tuning in today to For the People. If you like the show, I'd like to say share the show. We are different, as you can tell, from most broadcasts nationwide. And if you like it, and you like what you're hearing, share it with a friend on Facebook. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for tuning in today. Our website is forthepeopleshow.com. Keith Allen, For the People, saying all the best. May God bless.